So mechanism number 2 is going to be increased T4 to T3 conversion. This is your thyroid hormones. Now, I've talked about this for 2+ decades. It will talk about my mechanism that I use where it's fats up, carbs down, carbs up, fats down. We can talk a little bit about that in a second. It rhymes with sugar diet very closely, and that's what caught my attention. But what ends up happening is I've told people this for years and years and years. I'm not anti-keto. I'm not anti-carnivore. I just don't think that you can adhere to them for long periods of time. And when you do, I think there's hormonal downfalls. And one of the first ones is your thyroid hormones will decline rapidly because most dieters and the general population in general doesn't understand that glucose is a building block of thyroid and leptin hormones. And so when you eliminate glucose or sugar from your diet from carbs, you downregulate that T4 to T3 conversion. Of course, your thyroid gland is your metabolic gas pedal. So this can slow down your BMR, and it can also halt fat loss. And at the same time, now you're damaging your thyroid gland potentially. And this is why a lot of people who go on an extended period of a keto diet end up being thyroid medication, because glucose or thyroid hormones themselves are a glycoprotein. So we need that glucose to convert T4 into T3 now. With that being said, the body will do that through a process called gluconeogenesis when glucose is not present, right? It'll convert protein into glucose, which is an argument for the keto community because they are obsessed with the fact that no, the body prefers to run on ketones. Well, if that was really the case, then why does the body want to convert protein to glucose if it wants to run on ketones, right? So it's just sidebar, something to say there, something to be mentioned for that. But at the end of the day, because you're pouring all this sugar onto the liver in isolation, T4 to T3 production, thyroid production ramps up really high. Now, there is some anecdotal stories circulating around. We need more research with a lot of people doing this, and all of a sudden their thyroid starts firing up again. They don't need thyroid medication. So time will tell.